I'm so pissed. Like, ugh, I'm recording a video here, I'm trying to record a video, and it just dies on me. I record the whole thing, or like, I think I record the whole thing, and then I go back and the frustration. Hi guys, and welcome to another Thoughtscapes. Thank you for coming and visiting my channel again. I really do appreciate it. Now today I have a topic for you that I am not an expert in. I'm going to put that disclaimer out there right now. I'm not an expert in, but I did get a request by the lovely, I don't know whether I should say her name. Anyway, I did get a request by one of my subscribers to do this. I don't profess to lead a minimalist lifestyle, but I can give you some pointers as how to just get kick-started in that right direction. By the way, actually, a couple of months ago, I watched a documentary on Netflix about minimalism. Oh, I can't for the life of me remember what it is. Let me see. But I will encourage you guys who really want to get into that minimalist life, just watch it. It was very enlightening, eye-opening, and man, I have so much respect. Wait, hold on. I'm not really great at multitasking. Yeah, I have so much respect for people who live that minimalist lifestyle, like the purest minimalist, because they literally have nothing. They have like 5 possessions to their name. They just live very simply, which is awesome, but man, it takes a lot of self-discipline, and you really have to let go of a lot of things, like your need for possessions, your confidence in possession, and your attachment and security. And man, it gets deep. Like, this is a lifestyle here. Oh, minimalism. Okay, here's the documentary. It's called Minimalism, a documentary about the important things. It was awesome, and it did make me question my lifestyle a lot. And actually, no, it was the driver for some of these points that I'm going to talk about right now that has helped me. Yeah, I didn't go full-blown minimalist. You know how like some people watch these documentaries, that one about the meat industry, and they're like, man, I'm not going to touch meat again, I'm going to go all vegan. This documentary didn't impact me in such a way, but it did give me something to think about, and it did make me think, let me live a little bit more minimally, more simply, and not rely as much as I did on material possessions. So here are 4 ways to automatically simplify your life. I've said this before in other videos, and I'm going to say it again. Just don't spend your money on material possessions.
Can't hold a charge, and the reception isn't very— Shut up and take my money!
Honestly, just don't let go of it. Okay, don't get me wrong, I buy stuff, but I'm not fixated on them. I don't always go shopping. Like, I'm going to be really honest with you, the last time I went clothes shopping was probably almost a year ago. Because I know I just have enough clothes and I don't wear them. So what's the point? Material possessions, I just find that they just clutter, they clog up my space. I only use them for a certain amount of time, and then they get replaced by something bigger, better, newer. Just don't spend your money on material possessions, or at least rein back that spending. I think a lot of people, until they start sacrificing that material possession, they don't realize how much they do rely on material possessions to bring them happiness, to bring them fulfillment. The better way to spend your money, or if you're going to invest in something, is invest in experiences. Invest in holidays, classes, something that will broaden your mind. That's where it's at, guys. That's just where it's at. That's number 1. Another way to kick-start this simplification of your life is just to declutter. Simple. Spring cleaning, yeah, you can do it whenever you want. You don't have to wait till springtime. Just rifle through your drawers. Look at the stuff that you haven't used, you haven't touched in a really long time, and just get rid of it. That is a really good way to kickstart all of this, is with a clean slate. Just do a complete overhaul of your space and make sure that anything that you haven't used, any clutter that you've accumulated, anything that just doesn't serve a purpose in your life right now, just throw it away. No, don't throw it away, give it away. That's what I do every year. I go through my wardrobe. Actually, this is a technique. It could have been on that Netflix documentary, or I've learned it somewhere else. But it's the 80-20 rule with your wardrobe. I'll explain what it is. So the 80-20 rule is, now this only applies to the clothes that are hanging in your wardrobe on the rail. Okay, yeah, I know you fold clothes, you store them away. I'm not talking about that, unfortunately, I'm sorry. Make sure that when you're spring cleaning, when you put your clothes back on the hangers, make sure that the hangers are all facing the same direction. Make sure they're uniform. And over the course of, let's say, 3, 6, 9 months, just track it. Every time you take a hanger out and you use that item of clothing, when you put it back in, make sure you flip the hanger around the other way, so that by the end of it, you can see which of the items of clothing you have used and which you haven't. For the items of clothing that you haven't used in 3, 6, 9 months, you kind of know that actually I don't really use it at all. Those are the pieces of items that you have to take out of your wardrobe and give away, because the likelihood is if you haven't used them in like 9 months, you're not going to use them in ever. I know it's hard. It is hard to let go of your possessions. Trust me, I'm a girl. I'm always thinking like, oh yeah, but this might come back into fashion. Oh, there might be a really good occasion and I can use this, or there might be a fancy dress and I can rehash this. Like, nah man, more often than not that stays in your wardrobe for 3 years, 4, 5, 6, and you haven't used it, and like by the time you think, oh yeah, you remember it, you're like, you put it on, it doesn't fit. Tip number 3, in the process of you decluttering your space, anything that you haven't used, new, you know, like bottles of lotion, clothes that are new, set those things aside. And I did this a couple of months ago and I was shocked. I was actually horrified and disgusted at how many things I have not used. For instance, I bought some shampoo, and because I'm Asian and because I'm frugal, I bought 3 for 2, whatever. I bought something to replace the thing that I had not used, because I subsequently went and bought some other shampoo, and I bought them in bulk as well, like 3 of them. So I have 6 shampoos, 5 of them I haven't used. Really? What I have done is I've started to use all the things that I haven't used before. You have to let go of your hang up with using things that, you know, you might be very enamored by, like, I need this shampoo, I really like it, over the one that I bought because it's got this, that and the other. Like, you used to use that old shampoo, it served you fine and you didn't complain about it because back then that shampoo was the hot thing. What I found is that when I did use the things that I had been storing, there was this huge sense of satisfaction, because I was like, okay, wow, I don't have to throw it away, I've got my money's worth, and now I can rightfully, with peace in my heart, throw it away because I've used it. And lastly, now this might sound like a strange one, but just hear me out, start saving. Yeah, honestly, start saving, and I'll show you how it works, right? It's like a triage or a triangle, right? If you start saving here, then you will start spending less there, right? And if you start spending less there, then you simplify your life over here. Once you simplify your life, you know, you will save even more up there. So it's like it's a triangle, you know. You start saving, spend less on material stuff, and because you have less material stuff, you're simplifying your life, and because you're simplifying your life, you're saving more. Like, it's a win-win. I just came up with that. I'm really proud of that. Give it to me, yeah, give it to me. Living simply is a byproduct of saving. Because your focus is on saving more, you will ultimately have to sacrifice. So something like your magazine subscription. If you say to yourself, you know, I think I can do without this, you actually won't realize until you're reminded further down the line that I've gone without that magazine subscription for a while now and I forgot. And then you will realize just how much of a precedence you put on things that are actually luxuries instead of necessities. So all of that stuff will help you differentiate between necessities and luxuries. So once you start identifying these luxuries and you slowly eliminate them from your life, that's you living simply. So guys, I hope that you have found that video helpful. If you have, please like it, share it, because other people might find it useful as well. And also comment down below if you have any other tips and tricks for living simply, living a little bit more minimally. I am totally open. I do actually want to impart this kind of lifestyle a little bit more in my life. So I'm very, very open to hearing your comments and suggestions. And again, guys, as ever, I will see you in my next video. Hello? Am I saying this right? Does it make sense? But I think in my head it makes sense. Man, you know, that's so annoying. What was I saying?